Hi, my name is Jared Eisenberg, and this is my informative speech over the World's Strongest Man competition. I want you to take a moment and try to imagine carrying 2 refrigerators weighing a total of 904 pounds on your back for a distance of 98 feet. This is about the same distance as 28 47-inch TVs lined up in a row. Now imagine the mental and physical power that it would take not just to lift that up, but also to carry it that distance. It sounds pretty extreme, and it is extreme. It's actually an event called the Fridge Carry, which is found in the World's Strongest Man competition. And to better explain the mental and physical power of these athletes, I quote from Elie Wiesel, who also knows the capabilities of the human body and the human mind, having endured 3 separate concentration camps during World War II. He states that ultimately the only power to which man should aspire is that which he exercises over himself. And through my speech, I'm going to cover a brief history of the Strongest Man competition. I'm going to cover the qualifications, and I'm also going to explain a few of the events. Begin with first a brief history of the competition. The first competition was held in 1977 in Hollywood, California. Since then, it has been held in different places such as Iceland, China, and right back here in the United States. The first winner of the World's Strongest Man competition in 1977 was Bruce Wilhelm. He held that title for the 2nd year before losing it in the 3rd year of competitions. And Jeff M. Everson was quoted of Planet Muscle magazine, stating about Bruce Wilhelm. He says, Bruce did not consider himself the strongest man that ever lived, but by virtue of his accomplishments, he could have been considered as such. Mariusz Pudzianowski in 2008 became the first athlete to win this title 5 times in a row, which is quite an accomplishment just in itself. Now you might be asking, how do these athletes go about entering this contest? The contest is open to any individual that wants to try. All you have to do is pass the qualifications. Giants Live is the organization that holds these qualifications. Now within the qualifications, what they do is they take 30 athletes and they have 5 separate events. They take the top 2 from each one of the events, and those 10 people go on to the finals. So once you're through the qualifications, then you go on to compete against some of the biggest and strongest people in the world. Now you may be asking, what types of events do these athletes have to endure? I'm going to explain 3 of the events that's found in the World's Strongest Man competition. The first one I want to talk about is the carry and drag. The carry and drag, the object of it is to pick up and carry 2 anvils weighing 286 pounds apiece through a course for a set distance and setting them behind a designated line. Now, after you're done doing that, it's not over. After you've already carried the 572 pounds of total weight, that distance, then you have to drag an anchor and a chain weighing 681 pounds down another course to past another designated line. And whoever can do this the farthest and the fastest wins that event. The next event I want to talk about is the Atlas Stones. The object of the Atlas Stones is 2 athletes compete at the same time. They're picking up round stones and putting them on pedestals. It sounds simple enough. The only catch of it is that each one of these stones weighs between 220 and 352 pounds. So they're very large stones. And whichever athlete can place the most stones on the pedestals within the quickest amount of time wins that event. The next one I want to talk about is the Africa Stone. The Africa Stone is a stone that weighs around 385 pounds. It's a very, very large stone. And the object of this is, the stone sits on a pedestal, and the athlete will come up behind the stone, and he'll reach around and interlock his fingers to grab a hold of the stone. Interlocking the fingers helps to reassure him that he's not going to lose his grip prematurely and drop the stone. So once he has it set, his fingers are interlocked, he's ready to pick it up, He goes in and picks it up. That's when the timer starts. He then proceeds down a course, carrying that stone for as far as he can, for as long as he can, without dropping the stone or going off course. Whichever athlete that can carry the stone the farthest and the longest will win the competition. So after having explained these, you can see, that the human body is capable of some incredible things. It is truly amazing in what it's capable of doing. And if you're more interested in the World's Strongest Man competition, you can go to www.theworldstrongestman.com. On this website, you can find out information about other events, such as the truck pull, in which they will pull a semi-truck with a trailer attached. There's the plane pull, there's also the tire flip, and many, many others. You can also find out information about what channels they will be showing these events on and what days they'll be airing. You can also find out information about getting tickets if you want to view one of these firsthand. And also, if you feel like you're capable, you can find out information about how to get into the competition. If you are interested in getting into the competition, I have a quote from Heinz Olisch, who is one of the World's Strongest Man competitors right now. He says that if you want to do the strongman sport, do it with your heart. It's a very tough sport. You have to like what you do. So having said all this, hopefully I have increased some interest in the World's Strongest Man competition for those of you who have heard of it before, and hopefully I have spurred some new interest in the competition for those of you who have not. Thank you.